They were right to fear me. If only they had listened to their cowardice. Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children.
He had it coming. Was I supposed to bear such insults with inaction? Simply because of his high birth?
No life can be owned. Not a deer's, not a rabbit's, and not mine. Every creature has a birth-given right.
The youngest daughter of a respected family. Dresses, dances, suitors. A fortunate life.
I am a warrior, raised to honor my ancestors. To die with a weapon in my hand.
A simple job, I was told. Silence a big mouth, get a big payout. And no one was going to be the wiser. Tidy, except for...
I fought, wept, and bled for God and the Order. I would have died for my Templar brothers. Every single one. And how do they reward my...
They were right to fear me. If only they had listened to their cowardice. Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children. Now I'm banished to Rayclast. I've heard the dark rumors, seen the terror in the other exiles' eyes. But to me, one land is like any other. The elements are my allies, the dead are my servants, and fear will be my closest friend. The very sand shivers with malice. There's a power here that welcomes me.
Bastards dumped near 24 of us off that ship. You and me were all that survived the swim. Never was much difference between exile and the death sentence. Once I catch my breath here, we'll take a look around, see what Rayclast has on offer. I thought I saw smoke at those ruins up the beach. It could be worth checking if there's...
The dead will soon rise for me, not against me. thought I'd be a dead woman by now. I need more mana.
I saw what you did to Hillock out there, witch. Your black art is the reason you're here in exile. It may also be the only thing that allows you to see another dawn. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. Back in Oriath, I judged your kind without hesitation. In Rayclast, I don't have that luxury. Lionel's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the... Lionel's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's
A wayfish, waterlogged witch, washed up in Rayclast. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. Easy, girl. You could scorch a bloke with a look like that. The name's Bestel, captain of the good ship Merry Gull. At last, my Merry Gull is gone. My crew is gone. But my wits remain, after a fashion. There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my Merry Gull ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with a scalpel and even worse with a saw, but he knew his apothecary. Explains the shaky hands, if you ask me. Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family, a real family. If anyone deserves that, Nessa does. Arrow, the Merry Gull's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach. A little worse for wear, but upright, shuffling about. A land full of disturbing surprises, this Rayclast. Hello, Exile.
Fine work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, don't tell me. We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us the moment his blackguards dumped us in the water out there. Just live or die now. Here, have one of these. And no need to thank me. I'm thinking of myself and the others here. The longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives. The walls of this old ruin, Lion Eyes watch. Defensible enough with a few stout, well-armed veterans. But what have I got? Starving exiles with driftwood clubs and rusted dirks. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's something in the air or in the water, no one stays dead in Rayclast. Not the first time. It'll take a little while, but sooner or later corpses wake up and go looking for breakfast. Pistol's a strange fish. Best taken salted. That hat he wears? Plucked it right off the real captain's head. Captain didn't mind. Generous fellow. Had given the rest of himself to the scavengers already. Ness is the best of us. Not one of Dominus's exiles. A wreck survivor. She keeps us from losing what's left of our minds. Salem's sweet tongue sang it right. The fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places.
I know that stench. Just like my sisters, upon the pyre. I need more mana. Is to live. Too much clutter.
Huckley's as good a man as you can find on this godforsaken coast. He had some wrongs to right, no doubt. What they are, I don't really care. If not for him, we'd all be dead. Vestal's ship tore its belly open on the rocks out there, trying to escape from Corsairs. The pirates took what they wanted. The scavengers took the rest. Tartley pulled Vestal from some hideaway in the wreckage, the only one on board to survive. Whether the ordeal turned his mind, or whether it's just his nature, Vestal sails a different course to the rest of us.
Calm's canoe struck this sand with the force of destiny. At his beck, the greatest war host in Karui history tamed the wild sea, their canoes coupling with the land one by one. Lion-eyed gemlings met us with shining metal and bold words. Hyri's arrows withered their pride, Calm's axis silenced their despair. Marseilles Lion-eye fought bravely to the last. Calm honored him with a place on his belt. Calm has shown Rayclast our Karui strength. Calm will teach Rayclast the Karui way.
I need more mana. much clutter.
Calm has removed the eternal stain from this coast. The Empire's citizens decorate our meeting houses with their heads. Our warriors build homes for our families. Our families till the earth, fish the waters, fill the air with song. The Karui way is yet a seedling here, but it grows, gains in pride and power every day. Calm has kept his promise. The time of the Karui has come.
What little help I can offer is yours.
Too much clutter. I need more mana. Too much clutter.
A medicine chest. This means more to us than you can know. There are some who wouldn't have lasted the night without it. Take this. In return for the knowledge that one can do more than suffer in Rayclast. You and Tartley, you give us something better than serums and salve. You give us hope.
So, you managed to salvage Shaky Hand's druggery. Nicely done. Nessa will put it to good use. More than that benumbed quack Optin ever did.
Tarkley, rescued from the waves. A stricken Bestel, fate's slave. From fallen crew and broken bark, Bestel lives, thanks to Tarkley.
Hello.
Animals don't seem to rise up after death the same as people do here. So if they aren't raising themselves, what's doing it for them? The answer's in that fetid pool near the mudflats. I know the place stinks to high heaven, but so does the idea of a flock of overactive bird carcasses hungry for a bit of living meat. Clear the place out, and deal to whatever's raising those birds, and we'd be in your debt. Scavengers, Orphans of the Eternal Empire who've forgotten what it's like to be civilized. Especially the likes of Fire Fury and Hailrake. Make the undead look like responsible citizens. And you know why the scavengers aren't banging on our gates right now? Too busy killing and cooking each other. It's a man-eat-man world out there.
Hello.
I think this ray class will serve. need more mana.
Black storms descend on us from the north. Unnatural tempests of rage and hatred, lashing our backs, tearing at our houses. The rain is shot with shadow. It withers our crops, sickens our livestock. And the wind carries with it a restless spirit that breeds melancholy and madness. A spirit that creeps through our dreams, weaves tales of misdeed around our resting minds. We try not to listen. We try to remember ourselves. Some of us forget. Brothers fight. Brothers die. Calm punishes those that quarrel, that steal, that murder. Yet still the nightmares goad us into malefaction. We Karui are banished from sleep.
Too much clutter. Too much clutter. Too much clutter.
Can I help?
That would just make life complicated.
Hello. Don't tell Tarkley, but they're the foulest fowl I've ever tasted. Still, exiles can't be choosers.
Come to hear your poem. Roaming, rotting rowers, roosting right here in Rayclaws. Squawking, suppurating spooks stalking our sandy seashore. Blighted, bedeviled bird bones beaking about our business. What? Can't a man have even a little fun in this dismal place?
So, you opened the tidal passage and live to tell the tale. Forgive me if I don't seem over the moon about it. I was running down a wounded rower one night's eve, when I glimpsed something in the watery cave, behind the mists of the falls. Looked a bit like one of those sand spitters, with the size of a bloody ox. I reckon it'll be nesting down in the flooded depths somewhere, below that submerged tunnel. If you're going that way then, do us a favor. Take this and go spill the old shield crab's guts, before it gets hungry and comes looking for us. Necromancer. We've got enough undead wandering around without someone raising more for us to deal with. Well, good to see you don't mind getting your hands filthy. Here, have this. To mark a dirty job well done. I've traveled inland, on the Emperor's Road via the Prisoner's Gate. Had to skirt around Axiom Prison. That's the holdfast of Brutus, the warden. Bloody treacherous trip it was. Worth it. There's forest inland. Game, berries, fruit. More food than we can scrounge here. But most here wouldn't survive the journey. It would be a damn sight easier if we could pass through the prison. Tell you what. You carve us a path up the coast, find us a way past or through Brutus, and you'll have more than a few lives owing to you. Rowers? Overgrown chickens with a murderous streak. Easy enough to bring down, one by one, but just don't get surrounded by them. They'll talon your guts out and snap you up like a big fat worm. If you get the chance, have a rifle through their nests. The bros are a bit like magpies. Got an eye for what shines.
No, I was never there. One day we'll be strong enough to make our way inland. Build new lives on the carcass of a dead empire. It's why God sent us maggots here. Isn't it?
Surviving in Rayclass is a simple matter. Don't be curious. Most exiles test fate, braving the coasts in hopes of taking Prisoner's Gate to greener pastures. None have returned. Perhaps they were right. Or perhaps their lives were dashed as quickly as their hopes.